From WTDG Toledo, Bridges, with your host, Doni Miller, connecting our community with information about issues and opportunities.
Hey, good morning. My name is Doni, and this is Bridges, and we are so glad to have you with us today. You know, although we don't hear as much about child abuse as we should, you need to know that its prevalence is ever growing, and it continues to be a very, very difficult and important topic for our community. Well, we're talking to Julie Malkin today, who is the Public Information Officer from the Lucas County Children's Services Department, and we're going to talk about some great things that she has planned and that they have planned at that organization to bring attention to this very, very difficult issue. Welcome again.
Welcome
again. I always love having you guys here.
Well, thank you.
It's really, you guys, really creative, fresh approaches to bringing this issue to the forefront, and I'm really excited to talk about some of those things. But before we start, I'd like to give you a few statistics about the prevalence of this issue nationally and in this community. Take a look at this. Lucas County, the place where Julie works, the Lucas County Children's Services, received over 4,000 referrals in 2011, and that actually related to about 6,000 kids.
Yes.
Caseworkers in that organization take in over 750 calls a month.
That's right.
About suspected child abuse cases.
That's right, and that transfers to about 300 or 400 actual investigations.
That's amazing. And I read somewhere in your statistics that 5 out of every 1,000 kids.
Yes, in Lucas County, 5 out of every 1,000 kids suffer some sort of abuse or neglect, and that's a pretty harrowing statistic. You know, if you think about the children in your own children's classroom, you know, let's say you have, you know, in a building, of a school building, you know, 5 kids that your children might know as friends could be abused or neglected.
And you know, the circumstances of our society right now, the difficulty with unemployment, even though the numbers seem to be getting better, the quality of jobs doesn't necessarily equate to the quality of jobs lost.
Right.
Families are struggling, foreclosures are still an issue, and with all of those problems confronting families, child abuse must be getting to be a more difficult issue.
Actually, you know, you would think that. We've actually seen a slight decline, not one that we can cheer about, but a slight decline, and we can attribute it only to a couple of things. Number one, the population is declining somewhat in Lucas County, and number two, there are a lot of very, very good proactive agencies in our community. The community centers, Help Me Grow, programs sponsored by the local hospitals that interact with parents early on. We think that those programs are making a difference, but that's not to say that abuse and neglect has stopped. It definitely has not. We're seeing more serious cases, even though we might not see more cases, and we're seeing new groups of families. We're seeing increases in areas of the community that maybe we hadn't seen
that stuff before. Well, congratulations to those agencies that are making an impact, because other types of abuse, domestic violence, and those things have escalated with the downturn in the economy. So it's really glad to hear that we're making a difference.
Absolutely.
Groups like yours are making a difference. You've got some amazing things that I'd like to get to right now that are on deck to bring attention to. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. We need to say that.
It is.
And I've got this great button, and we're going to tell you how to get them. And this is about Wear Blue to Work Day on April 11th, and we're going to talk about that a bit today as well. But let's start this conversation with Blues Against Child Abuse.
Absolutely. We you know, we want to reach out to all segments of the community, and that includes maybe folks who are, you know, younger and enjoy going out, because they might encounter child abuse and not recognize it. So we want to equip them with the tools to know what child abuse is and what the signs are. And the best way to attract folks is to bring in music. So we decided to have Blues Against Child Abuse, working in cooperation with the Toledo Free Press and Cumulus and the folks over at Dégagé, who are hosting us. We have Voodoo Libido coming in, and you can't say blues in Toledo without Voodoo Libido.
Great, that would be true.
And so we're going to have an evening of music, a little information, a spoonful of sugar, But we're going to have an evening of information and fun and music and socializing at Dégagé on Thursday the 29th from 7 to 10 p.m. We've made it affordable. Tickets are just $10. Dégagé just had a great review for its food, so you might want to come out and just to taste their hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, and in addition to just the $10 price, I mean, you get to do this really cool thing, I think. You get to bring an item, right?
Yes. We're asking folks to, if you're going to come out, bring an item, a personal care item or a school supply item for kids that we serve, because kids go into foster care at all hours of the day and night, and sometimes the foster parents don't have a chance to run out and get, you know, a certain kind of shampoo or an extra toothbrush or toothpaste or something like that. So that way we have a supply available for the kids to pick out their own toothbrush or toothpaste. And it's really important. It gives them a sense of you know, I have something that's mine.
That's my own.
That I picked out for me.
Absolutely. And
so
what a great way to be able to contribute to this cause at practically no cost at all.
Exactly. You know, you can shop a sale, shop at the dollar store, get some toothpaste, get toothbrush, shampoo, soap, body wash, brushes and combs.
What about diapers and those kinds of things?
Oh, we can always use diapers. Yeah. When workers go out to families, you know, that they're seeing for the first time, sometimes they encounter babies that don't have enough diapers, or if they're removing a child and putting it in foster care, again, late at night, maybe, you know, the foster family doesn't have a certain size of diaper. So if we can send them with, you know, a handful of diapers to get them through the night, that's a big help.
That would be really helpful. You know, this whole, Julie brings up just another important point that unfortunately we're not going to have time to talk about today, and that's the importance of foster care and being a foster parent. And we will have you or someone back to talk about that again.
We need
critical,
foster parents.
critical, absolutely. So that is, again, Blues Against Child Abuse. It's on March 29th from 7 to 10 at Dégagé Cafe. We've put that information on the screen for you. Dégagé is on River Road in Maumee. Great little jazz club out there. The cost of this event, again, is only $10. Bring a personal event. Music by Voodoo Libido.
Yep, absolutely.
Great. Sounds like a great event. Let's talk about Wear Blue to Work.
Yeah, and that's the button
really
that you
excited.
have.
That's my button.
And,
that's my button.
That's our little flyer that is out and about.
Let me see, I think I might have a better one
oh,
here.
okay,
Okay,
there you
can
go.
you guys get this?
Yeah.
This is the Wear Blue to
Work Day, April 11th. We're asking,
there you go.
There you go. We are asking everyone around the community to wear blue to work on April 11th, because blue is the color for child abuse prevention. And take a picture of yourself and either email it to us at Lucas County Children's Services or just post it on our Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook just under Lucas County Children's Services, and we know everybody's on Facebook, everybody's using social media, and so we wanted to use that as a tool to get the community united against child abuse. By wearing blue, you are being aware that child abuse is happening all around us and that it's something that we individually can prevent. You can prevent child abuse, your neighbor can prevent child abuse just by being aware, just by, you know, having a relationship with the children around you, and just being attuned to what's going on in their lives.
It's a fabulous idea. I love that idea. You know, we are bringing as a country attention to so many issues these days by focusing on something that we are passionate about and letting people know that, like cash mobs and even the Occupy movements, all are using the power of the crowd and the visibility of that crowd. This is a really great idea. And what a great way to bring attention to this issue at absolutely no cost. And you can have a little fun that day. You can wear your jeans to work, maybe.
Absolutely. Lots of places have told us, oh yeah, we're going to have a jeans day that day, or we're going to challenge all, you know, this department against this department, or, you know, we even have the students at University of Toledo are doing their own blues event. Wear Blue to School Day. So it's something that everybody can get involved in. It doesn't cost you anything. We know that everybody's on social media, but we hope that they'll take it and use it as an opportunity to get aware, you know, find out what child abuse is all about and how it, you know, they individually can make a difference.
Yeah, I'm going to give you guys a number. If you want these buttons, they're free to you. And I will give you Julie's number. We actually had it on the screen just a moment ago, but if you have a pencil, here it is. Oh, there's a number. 419-213-3254. Give Julie a call or Julie's staff a call at that number, and we can get these buttons out to you.
Right.
Thanks very much for paying attention to that. Easy, important. Let's get that done. We care about our kids.
We do. We do. And we are having, in conjunction with a number of other child protection agencies in our community, we're going to have a community forum on child sexual abuse. We all know that that continues to be an issue in the news. And so here's an opportunity for folks to learn how to protect their child from sexual abuse. What are the signs to look for? What are the symptoms to look for? You know, what are the behaviors that they might see in a child who's being abused? And what are the behaviors of a perpetrator? You know, you have to know who's out there and who is with your kids. So this is a great opportunity for parents to just educate themselves. And this, again, is free.
Which is critical.
Absolutely.
Absolutely critical. There are signs, you know, there are always signs of abuse. But if we don't know what to look for, we miss them so often.
Exactly. And this past week there was a case in which somebody in our community was convicted of child sexual abuse, and it was somebody who had just become friends with children over numbers of years. And you know, the kinds of behaviors, buying the kids gifts and making them keep secrets and things like that, those are the things that parents need to learn about and be able to talk to their children about. And this forum will give them the tools to know that.
The forum is being held on April 18th at 6:30 from, April 18th at 6:30
to 9 p.m.
till 9 p.m. at the University of Toledo Scott Park campus.
Right.
Anything else folks need to know about that?
Well, no, just that we have some great community experts who are going to be there, and they want to talk to you.
And it's free.
And it's free.
It's absolutely free. Registration, is there registration required, or do they just kind of show up?
Just give them a call if you're coming, just so they have a sense of how many people are going to be there. And the phone number is 419-729-0245.
Finally, we'd like to talk to you about the Child Memorial. I thought this was really incredible.
Yeah.
Really incredible.
Every year we hold a memorial to remember children in our community who we've lost as a result of abuse, neglect, or street violence. Now, thankfully, we have not lost a child to abuse or neglect in the past couple of years, which is truly amazing. It shows that our community is taking this seriously. But unfortunately, we still do lose children to street violence. And we have lost 3 young men who we will remember at this solemn ceremony. We raise and then lower to half-staff our child memorial flag and say a few kind words, and we invite the families, the surviving families, to come out and join us. So this is open to the public. It's April 25th on a Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. In front of the Children's Services office, weather permitting. But we hope that people will come out and show respect for the children that we've lost and recommit themselves to preventing abuse in our community.
Julie, thank you so much for speaking with us this morning about all this great stuff that's going on. Again, just so that you can remember, if you didn't have a pen before, I hope you have one now. Blues Against Child Abuse, March 29th. 7 to 10 at Dégagé. Again, there's the information on the screen. Wear Blue to Work Day, April 11th, all day. Buttons are available. Call Lucas County Children's Services for more information about how you can get these buttons. We care about our kids and the Child Memorial that Julie just spoke with you about. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much, and we hope to see you again soon.
We'll be here.
All right. We need to go away, but you stay put. We'll be right back.